Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Blockstar Evolution is a premier recording studio located in Henderson, Las Vegas. What's up? It is fully staffed, has a lounge, mic booth, and a control room. It's an amazing ambiance to work in. If you're obsessed with having the best possible sound quality, we have top-tier equipment and engineers capable of capturing industry-standard production, recording, mixing, and mastering. Blockstar Evolution was built for the artist. For the coach. No more high studio prices. No. Whoever wants to work, it's $50 an hour to record and $100 per song for mix and master, period. No better deal anywhere this nice. I guarantee top industry quality at affordable prices. Blockstar Evolution.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
What up, y'all? DJ DoWrong here on a special Thursday with a HotLyte special. And today we got a special guest that I'm really excited about. You know, I've seen him say smile for Styles, you know what I mean? We're going to learn a lot about King Styles today. That's my guest. Let me go ahead and introduce him. What's up, my brother?
Hey. What's going on with you, bro?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm happy to be here, you know.
I'm glad you're
Hot
here.
702.5 and King Styles.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a collab. Let's do it.
Hey, so, you know, what I'm really excited about is having the opportunity to be able to sit down with you and talk about a few different things. You know, I've been partners with you for a while now,
yes, sir.
You know, dating back to, I want to say about 2011, 2012.
Hell yeah.
And one of the things that really stands out in my mind, I don't know if you remember this, but we were going to some type of function, and I want to say it was right across from, it was a hotel. And it was over by Virgin Hotel now is what it is.
Yeah, Hard Rock. The old Hard Rock.
So we was out there, and all I remember you doing is you was beating on your chest, and you was rapping, and you was killing it. And I was like, and we had hung with each other a few different times there, but that was at the opportunity that I was, you know, first getting to know you. And I would say ever since then, it's been on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like brothers.
Yes. And, you know, what I like about King Styles is you've always been real. You know, you're a street dude. And, you know, you've had opportunities to live that life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And why don't you tell them where you were born and raised?
Oh, man, you know, I was actually born in Harbor City, to be politically correct. But, you know, I was born and raised in Compton, though. You know, man, you know, west side of Compton, you know, raised by moms, grandma, you know what I mean.
So
growing up in the concrete jungle.
How did you survive out there? Because somebody who's not from Compton, you know, all you see is what you see on TV and what you hear in songs and everything else. And I'm sure that life is that life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, how did you pull it off to survive and get to this particular point where you're at, brother?
Oh man, I mean, God, you know what I mean? You know, I done seen some of the toughest, livest of them all, you know what I mean? And if it's not in God's plans, then, you know, you just won't make it out, period. So, I mean, you know, even if you survive the, you know, day-to-day nonsense, you know what I mean, you still don't make it out. So, I mean, you know, first and foremost, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have made it, you know, for sure.
Right.
You know, and then moms, and then it's in me, you know, I was born a shark, man, so, you know.
Right.
You know,
you learned in your environment how to survive, and obviously you convey that in your music as well. And you know, you're still well connected out in California and Compton. your cousin is Roddy Ricch, am I right? And I remember you telling me about Roddy before Roddy even blew up, like when he was first getting started. And, you know, it's dope to see his ascension and where he's gone and what he's done. And, you know, I know you're excited for him and everything else. Just
Shout out Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, Bird Vision.
Yeah. So what I want to make sure we talk about is this new project that you have. You recently released a new project called Moth to a Flame.
Moth to a Flame.
What is the concept behind Moth to a Flame, the title?
I mean, you know, with me is just, you know, all my life I've been attracted to the flame, you know, and the flame represents, you know, so much different stuff. You know, we can be political or not political with it, but the flame just represents, you know, the hardships, the struggles, the obstacles, you know what I mean, the successes too, like, you know what I mean, the flame, you know, with flames, moths, you know, a fire goes up, the moths come out. It's crazy. You know, they're attracted to the light.
To the light, right.
You know what I mean? And I've always been attracted to the light, but always knowing that I was the light.
That's
so,
dope.
You know what I mean?
So, in a sense, you're attracting everybody to your light.
Yeah,
with this project is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
I like that.
You know, and then I'm attracted to, you know, a higher light, you know, so.
I mean, you have a distinct voice. Like, your voice is definitely, like, when I hear you rap and I hear you on anything, I know that it's King style.
Yeah.
No matter what style, because that's what I like about you is your versatility. You've got a lot of versatility. How would you, and I don't want to put you in a box, but how would you describe the music on Moth to a Flame? Like, what message are you trying to convey to people?
I mean, you know, with the Moth to a Flame, you know, I went through a lot of personal transitions, emotional transitions, mental transitions, etc. And I just wanted to come up with a way to, you know, to share that and to express that in an artistic way, right. Without putting myself in that box, you know what I mean? I can do what I do and not be vulgar, but I can also do what I do and it still resonates with those who are familiar with, you know, the walk of life that I come from, right. the man, all around the board, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really say that I've experienced too much poverty because, I mean, you know, I was born, you know, pretty fortunate, you know, but, you know, I was still in the pit with the rest of them. Right. So, I mean, you know, no matter what it looked like or felt like when we went in the house, we still had to come outside right. and engage the nonsense. So, I mean, you know, I feel like there's something on there for a little bit of everybody. It definitely shows my my versatility, but just, you know, the mood changes, man. You know, I'm a moody type of person, man. So, you know,
yes, you are.
I create with the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, the vibe, the mood, you know, I let my spirits lead me in everything I do. So,
how did you get the name Styles?
Look, man, you know, just being, you know, handsome and fly.
That's what
no,
I'm
I mean,
about.
You know, Styles was actually given to me by one of my partners, man. You know, Free J Carter, you know what I'm saying? It was something that, like, you know, I grew up designing clothes. I've been designing clothes all my life. Like, my mom would go spend a fortune on school clothes, and I'd go in the room and cut them up. And yeah. So, I mean, you know, do all of the craziness. So, I've always been into fashion. I feel like, you know, I'm a pretty fashionable guy. So, you know.
Right. And we know with fashion and hip hop, they kind of go hand in hand. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? So that doesn't surprise me that you are into fashion like that. One thing that I know about you is the entrepreneurship that you have in you. And what is dope is me and you have conversations. It seems like every other day.
You know what I mean? If not every day, every other day.
It feels like every other day, and we're bouncing different ideas off each other and everything else. And you know, one thing that I know about you is if there's a bag, you're gonna get to it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And with this particular project, Moth to a Flame, that's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure that you guys download and stream that if you haven't already. It's got 8 tracks, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who does some of the production on the project?
Man, you already know Chef Go Crazy.
Yeah.
Chef does it every time. Paperboy
Yeah.
and Mino Fuego, you know, those are all like guys who I feel like they know me, like they moods, and it's crazy because I don't talk to them as frequently as I talk to you, but it's like they always know my mood based off of like just a simple phone call. Hey man, I'm in one of those vibes, like I need you, and they always deliver.
But I think just knowing you like I do, you like there's no fronts. Like you are who you are. So
Absolutely.
if the mood is the mood, the mood is the mood. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
and so with the producers that you mess with, and shout out to Mino, shout out to Chef Went Crazy, shout out to Paperboy. You know what I mean? Those are all producers that I get down with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, they really brought your sound to life in this project. You know, I've heard so many other songs that aren't on this particular project.
Absolutely.
And, you know, your work ethic when it comes to going into the studio, and I just seen you in the studio last night. I saw on your social media that
Absolutely.
you was posting
I'm
some
always
stuff on
working.
there. So it's good to see that you're continually working and everything else. What's the plan with what you have right now for Moth to a Flame? Like, what's your plan as far as attacking it? So you know, people know about it. Like, are we doing some tours? Like, what are we doing?
With Moth to a Flame, it was one of those things like, you know, I just got to a point to where it's like, okay, I'm just sitting on way too much music, you know what I mean? And to myself, you know, the idea of people taking to my music or knowing who I am to myself sounded great. Like, oh, I'm going to put something out and they going to mess with it because it's King Styles. Like, you know, and just being realistic, it don't really work that way always.
Right.
You know, it helps get some momentum and traction, but I feel like with Moth to a Flame, it's just like the appetizer, you know, to something much bigger. Like, you know, I put out a couple singles, but it was time for something, you know, meaty. You know what I mean? You could put this on and go to the gym and get your workout on. And then, you know, just to touch the different moods that I have, you know, versatility. You know, I wanted to display some of that. So, you know, I'm definitely going to do some moving around the globe, man. You know, now that the world is opening back up,
Yeah.
you know, I got a couple events up my sleeve and stuff like that. Not 100% solidified at this moment. So, you know, I'm not going to do too much hype on it. But, yes, it's some big stuff coming. And then, you know, just with me being so tied in socially to the music industry already, you know, there's definitely doors opening up for sure. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing where it go,
Right.
for sure.
And I would too. I mean, you've got a good machine backing you in the sense of people who believe in you and believe what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I am one of those people that
Absolutely.
definitely believe in what you're doing. As far as the entrepreneurship, you know what? Before I even get into that, I want to get into a song. Let's play something.
Yeah, let's
Let's
do
set
it.
the mood right.
Yeah, let's do
I don't
it.
even want to get into the entrepreneurship yet because there's so much that's going on. I want to be able to talk about, you know, the Las Vegas hip hop scene because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people bringing their A game right now. So I want to get
Absolutely.
your opinion on that. But what I want to do is I want to jump into a song. And before we jump into this song, and this first song that we're gonna play, it's called Crown.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Crown is probably one of my. I like all 8 tracks on there. You know what I mean? But Crown is just the way that it was put together. Is there features on that song?
Yes, sir, man. My little bro, Jada Kid, Adam Rose, they came and did their thing for
They
sure. And then with Crown, it was such a personal track because it was like, that's me giving props to where it all started. You know what I mean? There would be no King Styles if it wasn't for Mama Styles. So, you know, that was for moms for sure.
So you just basically saying, Mom, you the queen. You wear the
Yeah,
crown,
absolutely.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You're going to always have a crown, you know?
Well, let's get into this. This is off the Moth to a Flame project that is available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you stream or download it. This song's called Crown. It's featuring Adam Rose and Jay the Kid. And this shit is banging.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. All right. Crown.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
on the beat.
I don't wanna be a disappointment. Don't think I did all this without a point. I tried to show you something different than I used to, better than you used to, so I'ma put it down. Cause you deserve a crown, 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 crown. Cause you deserve a crown.
I know I let you down and I'm ashamed, mama. Sorry, mama. I know I promised one day I would change, mama. Now look at how far your Sunday came, mama. And without you, I probably wouldn't be the same, mama. I know you hated seeing your son and them change, mama. Uncle Buck died, since then it's been strange, mama. I know I crushed you, you would never be the same, mama. And I wish that I could take away the pain, mama. Every day I pray to God, keep me sane, mama. I can thank you enough for giving me life, mama. In my darkest days, you done been the light, mama. Now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, you was right, mama. Everything you ever taught me, you was right, mama. Give you the world in a minute, I pay the price, mama. I just wanna make you proud and see you right, mama. You'll forever be my first love in life, mama.
I don't wanna be a disappointment. Don't think I did all this without a point. I tried to show you something different than I used to, better than you used to, so I'ma put it down. Cause you deserve a crown, 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 crown. Cause you deserve a crown.
Yeah, tell me our story, but from your perspective. Do you feel loved? Do you feel respected? Are you giving it all or just what's expected? Are you happy with this life or do you feel neglected? I need to know so I can get it right. It took the wrong one to leave for me to get it right. It took me sitting in the dark for me to see the light. It took me having a son for it to change my life. And to his mom, I swear it's just me in the studio. Birds on my sleeve, but en route like I'm Julio. Yeah, until we Jones and I'm zoned in. They wait until you on the air for them to phone in. Record spinning, no request please. Every move is crucial like a chess piece. But it ain't black and white like a chess set. And I'ma make sure this next chapter is the best, yeah.
I don't wanna be a disappointment. Don't think I did all this without a point. I tried to show you something different than I used to, better than you used to, so I'ma put it down. Cause you deserve a crown, 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 crown. Cause you deserve a crown.
Yeah. That's how you wear the crown right there, you know what I mean? King Styles, Moth to a Flame.
Yes, sir.
Featuring Adam Rose and Jay the Kid. You know, Adam Rose is something else, man.
Special.
It's something else.
He's special.
You know, he's got a couple songs, Queen Mary and Cool Crip, that is like two of my favorite songs right now, you know what I mean, from him.
Yeah.
And actually, he sent me another song called No Lie. But shout out to Adam Rose.
Adam Rose.
He doing
Adam
his thing.
Rose.
So speaking of Adam Rose, They Didn't See Us Coming is a project that we put out in February, and I was blessed to be able to have 2 songs featured with King Styles on there.
Yeah.
Fuck Around, which was the first single,
Yep.
and we got another song called Dial In that features Adam Rose, Jovi Jove, and King Styles.
Yeah, we went crazy.
And, you know, before we get into that, because I want to share that with people as well, but as far as Crown, just the whole feel of it, like, I could listen to that song over and over and over again because I always say this, it's soul-feel music. It's music that you feel in your soul. You feel what I'm saying? And so those are the type of songs that is real meaningful. Like, when your mama heard that song, what did she say to you?
You know what? She just posted it recently. Like, you know, it touched, you know, it probably touched her in a soft spot just because, you know, see, I'm the oldest, you know what I'm saying, of all my siblings, but it's like I'm still like the baby in a sense. Like, you know, I'm the firstborn, so, you know, me and moms be vibing, but, you know, just to give her that recognition, like, she vibing with it for sure, though. She vibing.
And I think that's awesome. When you're able to show love and while they're here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
When you're able to show love and utilize the talent that you were given in the right way. Like, that's a lot of your songs, whether it's struggling, you know what I mean? Whether it's, what's a couple other videos that you have? What's the other one?
Elevated
Mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep It On Me.
Those, I'm going to exclude Keep It On Me right now, but the other 2 are definitely ones that in a good way fuck with people's emotions. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And there's nothing wrong with Keep It On Me too. It's
right.
It's
Absolutely.
right in line with that. But the what I like about about you is that real shit, man.
Yeah.
When you spit that real shit, when you spit that shit that people can relate to, you know, that's where a lot of people are gonna flock to you, and that's
Absolutely.
what's important. You know what I mean? And that's why we do music, not only just for a release, you know what I mean, of a way of us expressing ourselves.
For sure.
But it's also a way to maybe make a change and say something that could actually make a difference. And
Yeah.
you stand up for black people, you stand up for you know, people's rights, it's dope. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of artists that are doing that type of stuff. And shout out to you for really taking I think right now is the time when the world needs that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Is that kind of why you decided to bring this to the forefront, because it was that
Absolutely.
time?
You know, I feel like a lot of us get lost, you know, on this journey, you know, a life of whatever it is that we may experience, you know, and sometimes we just needed navigation, you know.
Right.
You never really lose your way when you got the GPS, man, when you got the navigation. So, you know, with my music, I just try to provide you know, the navigation to the destination. That's it, man.
Right.
You
And
know?
we talked about They Didn't See Us Coming and Dial In. That particular track, I remember when we got into the studio and Paper had sent some beats to us.
Yeah.
And we put those beats in.
Yes, sir.
And as soon as Rose heard that,
Yeah.
we called Paper, and, you know, he deboed his way onto the phone and was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, I don't know you, cuz, but
yeah, absolutely.
But
that was their introduction.
you know what I mean? I am going to murder this song is basically
Yeah,
what he told him.
for sure.
And he did, you did, Jovi did, you know.
That was a vibe too, man. It just was like the energy came in and took over. We went crazy.
You did the hook on that.
Yeah, we went
And-
crazy.
And you really set the tone, you know what I mean? The hook came and everything else just fell into place. And I want to get into that song right now. It's off the They Didn't See Us Coming project, which DJ DoWrong, that's me, we put out in February. So I want you guys to get a little wind of this one. Again, it's featuring Adam Rose, King Styles, Jovi Jove, and Paperboy made the beat. Check it out.
Tell them dial in.
Dial in.
Drive from that.
Oh, where we at? That's not what we wanted. All right, let's go. Hold up. All right, here we go.
DoWrong, King Styles, Jovi Joe, Adam Rose. Dial in, bitches. Yeah.
Yes, sir. King Styles, nigga. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Shipping packs around the world from on an island. Exotic chicks, exotic trips, we out in Thailand. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Cashed out on all these foreigns that we slide in. Keep some toppers in the grip that we reside in.
Get it, we whipping it, huh? Flipping it, shipping it, huh? Clipping it, gripping it, huh? Lift it and empty it, huh? Hit me on my other cell, packet to cover the smell. Packages come in the mail, no, I'm not taking the L. Scan it, the scale is the digi, stacking up hundreds and fifties. Pick up two freaks in the Bentley, they eat my dick in a frenzy. Deal again, I'm on a pill again. I got some bitches on the island, bout to fill them in. I got that money on my line, bout to reel it in. Me and Styles, bout to bring back the real again. We talking choppers and burners, we talking militant. George Foreman, bout to stuff him in your grill again.
I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Shipping packs around the world from on an island. Exotic chicks, exotic trips, we out in Thailand. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Cashed out on all these foreigns that we slide in. Keep some toppers in the crib that we reside in.
Bitch, I'm dialed in, bitch, I'm who the plug is dialed in. I'm the outlet and I ain't out yet, I'm styling. On you niggas talking like you got it by the mile in. I'm just smiling, money flowing like the Nile River. I know wild niggas, so what if you with your child, nigga? I said Wentworth, it's my money, want it now, niggas. I got power with me, I got loud, don't be loud, nigga. And the pack already loud enough, don't draw a crowd, nigga. What the deal is, sagging, I ain't acting, fuck the gill, bitch. Rounds by the cliffs with the two rotating wheels, bitch. Boy, I get the shooting, show you niggas what the real is. Keep it, bitch, to keep the film sealed in.
I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Shipping packs around the world from on an island. Exotic chicks, exotic trips, we out in Thailand. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Cashed out on all these foreigns that we slide in. Keep some choppers in the crib that we reside in. Keep some choppers at the house, I know them busters out. I hope my name tastes like boo-boo in the bust them out. So please tell me what the fuss about. What styles got you niggas touched about? Ain't nothing that I bluff about. Playing with my money is something you can get touched about. All my shooters going, so watch what you getting tough about. I was always taught when on the phone, you better watch him out. A lot of partners in the pen, the judge trying to strike him out. Put the pack in the trunk, get it going, they flying out. Flipping boxes, stacking dough, doing shit they lying about. Cop the whip, drop the top, this the shit I grind out. I can get it cheap, dial in and find out. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Shipping packs around the world from on an island. Exotic chicks, exotic trips, we out in Thailand. I can get it for the low, tell them to dial in. Money coming fast, I love watching it pile in. Cashed out on all these foreigns that we slide in. Keep some toppers in the crib that we reside in. DoWrong.
That's me. King Styles. It's called Dial In.
Yes, sir.
Off the They Didn't See Us Coming project that's available on all streaming platforms. Thank you again for doing that. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fun doing the fuck around video.
For sure.
When we did that. That's kind of what set everything off. And I want to talk a little bit more about Moth to a Flame. There's a song that you got on there with one of my old, I can't really call him a bandmate, but one of my partners, you know what I mean? We was in the Blade Boys together. CP DiBiase goes by Uncle DB, you know, DB Dollars.
The fat Chris Brown.
He got a few different different names, you know what I mean? And you know, what's dope about Uncle DB is that he will write something in a heartbeat. He'll get on and start singing in a heartbeat like it ain't nothing. And what I like is when a singer, like let's say an artist like you, does a song like the one we're gonna play, okay? And then he's singing in the background on some of your, like during your verse. To me, I love when people do that stuff because it obviously accentuates the verse. But what's dope about, let me make sure that I go back here. You guys can't see what the hell I'm doing over here. Here we go. My bad. But we're able to, you know, really, damn, I lost my train of thought because I wasn't showing us. Bring me back, Styles.
Just talking about you know, just the substance of being on the track like that.
So this particular track, again, it's called Never Gave Up. What was your inspiration? What was your inspiration for that song?
Man,
I mean, it's self-explanatory, but
and that's just that. Like, you know, one thing that was never really allowed in the household when we grew up was, I don't know, I can't do it, and I quit.
Right.
Like,
get your ass beat for that.
Yeah, man. Like, so it was just never in me to do those things, man. So, you know, I'd have been through a lot, you know, as we all have, you know, and, you know, but I just never gave up, man.
You've gone through stuff that a lot of us haven't gone through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I appreciate the humble, you know, and it was you know, everything in life is lessons learned. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And as long as you treat it as such, you're able to progress in life.
Sure.
And I take my hat off to you because you have learned from some of the mistakes that you have made, or some of the shit that you have, you know, encountered. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as usual, come out standing with your head held high. You know what I mean? And you know, never giving up and always, you know, striving to be a better you is what keeps me going. And I know from our conversations, that's what keeps you going as well. You know, every day we end up recreating ourselves. At least I know from our conversations that that's what we try to do because we want to be better than yesterday. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so as we continue to recreate ourselves, you know, the never gave up aspect and mind thinking makes the most sense. You know what I mean? Let's get into this song. It's called Never Gave Up. It's featuring DB Dollars. It's off the Moth to a Flame project that is available right now. Make sure that you check it out. Let's get it.
Chef went crazy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, bro. This shit finna pay off. They see us. A lot of long mornings, even longer nights. A lot of long drives and even longer flights. Got a strong mind and even clearer sight. Are you familiar with the feeling of when hunger strikes? I'm long-winded, put up a vicious fight. Some played us left, now they see us right. And I ain't into barking, I'm the first to bite. I stay persistent through it all, now I see the light. I'm relentless and resilient, never mind the stripes. I was devoted, my promotions way beyond some lights. We were sitting in the city that had them golden nights. Had Shaq's fit, blowing bags for shit them hoes alike. Flipping boxes, vacuum sealed to keep the odor tight. And bros stay solid, so this shit for life. You looking at a star, and that's a word from twice. Disrespect the shine, tell them hold the light. I never gave up, I elevated my grind, elevated my mind, it's my time, yeah. I never gave up, I had to go out and get it. I'm here to show the world that I'm gifted, yeah. I never gave up, stay focused through transitions. These blessings starting to feel a little different, yeah. I never gave up, this marathon got me lifted. Vision perfect, I'm executing the mission. I never gave up, I got a family to feed, cause they depending on me, yeah. I never gave up, I had a dream to succeed, so they depending on me, yeah. I never gave up, cause my mama ain't raised a quitter. Since a young individual been much bigger. And shout out to my pop, got my grind from that nigga. I know these niggas bitter, they see that I'm getting bigger. Reflection through the summer, grind colder than the winter. My Ninja Turtles records, we maxing, you master splinters. C-Mars for breakfast, cookie blunt for dinner. Round table full of bosses, I only fuck with the winners. Been a prisoner of the state, really locked in with some hitters. I'm advanced in this game, I don't relate to you beginners. The way I raised the ball, they should put this in the Guinness. I never gave up, it's a testimony to I never gave up, I elevated my grind, elevated my mind, it's my time, yeah. I never gave up, I had to go out and get it. I'm here to show the world that I'm gifted, yeah. I never gave up, stay focused through transitions. These blessings starting to feel a little different, yeah. I never gave up, this marathon got me lifted. Vision perfect, I'm executing the mission. I never gave up, I got a family to feed, cause they depending on me, yeah. I never gave up, I had a dream to succeed, so they depending on me, yeah. I never gave up.
Never gave up. Moth to a Flame. King Styles.
Yes, sir.
Man, let me transition this baby back. Oh, hold on, I don't want to get that to him yet. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Look, they, you know, let them get the exclusives.
So, you know, again, I played two songs that to me were some soul-filled type songs. I want to get in, because we talked about your versatility.
Yeah.
I want to be able to get into some of the other stuff that you have. Tell me a little bit about Do With It. Because it caught me off guard. You sent that song to me, you know, like a month ago. And you was like, check this out. No, it was at your function. And you were like, here, you got to play this, the Valentine's Day function.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk about that stuff too. But
yeah.
I played it, and it really threw me off because, like, I was like, I was sure what to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, what made you want to do a song like that?
Really just to hyping it up, man. You know, display that versatility. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me show you what to do with it right quick. You know, and it's just a turned up song. You know, I felt like, you know, a lot of my music be, like you said, like the soul filled music and stuff like that, you know. So I wanted to stretch out a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Bring a club banger for the DJs, you know what I'm saying? Something that can make them move around a little bit. Right. You know, all my music is not really like the, you know, get up and dance and shake music. No. So with Do With It, I felt like that's what I was looking for. Okay, what can I turn them up with?
But
so
you did Fuck Around, which was more of an up-tempo type track, you feel what I'm saying? So, again, we talk about versatility, and it's not something that's hard for you to do.
Right.
I just think that you usually stray from that because it's not hard for you to do.
Right. And that's my thing, too. Like, I tell people all the time, you know, with the lanes that I take with writing my music, you know, it's not that I can't really, you know, get in the lane of that other stuff. But, I mean, you know, I'm not really, you know, the lane jumper, man. I just catch the vibe. And at that time, I went into the studio. Chef threw the beat on. I think Chef did that.
He did.
Yeah, and it was just like one of those, like, I started looking around like.
I know that look. I know that. I've been in the studio with you. I know
Hey, and you know, that was the first thing that came to my head. Like, if I heard this, what would I hear? And it was just like, all right, let me show you what to do with it.
Well, without further ado, let me show everybody what to do with it.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? This is King Styles. The song's called Do With It.
I'm going to show you what to do with it.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, baby. No, that's not it. All right, here we go. I don't know why it just isn't. It doesn't like me. There we go. Do with it.
Yeah, hey, baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it. Baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it. It's the way that we be sexy on the low, huh? Got your legs spread open on the floor, huh? And when we done, you be ready for some more, huh? She my #1 fan, she at every show, huh? Solid from the jump, I let her hold the dough, huh? I ain't never had to treat her like a hoe, huh? She in the passenger, B&Q while she rolling blunts. I'm a big dog, and she don't fuck around. Baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it. Baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it. Let me show you what to do, I can prove the truth. Take a shot with me, baby, you know I'm 100 proof. We be vibing, we riding, drop the top on the coupe. Big mansion in the hills, so it come with a view. Booked the flight for the night and said we landing at 2. Oh, I just wanna show you what to do. We be going at it in the pool. Eat the pussy up like some fruit. She keep me down in these diamonds, my AP and change the climate. She know that I'm a king, so she addressed me as your highness. For loyalty, she get the luxury, she in the fine. Just let me show you what to do with it from behind. Hey, baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it. Baby, let me show you what to do with it. Hit it from the back and like a fool in it. The bed soaking wet like it's a pool in it. The way that we be sexy kinda cool in it.
Pussy Aquafini. Ooh, take off that bikini. Ooh, I'ma show you what to do. Dive in it like a pool, baby, when it's me and you.
I'm going to show you what to do with it. Oh, let's pause that. King Styles.
Yes, sir.
DJ DoWrong.
Hot
7025 FM.
Yeah.
Get this man a job.
Look, yo,
Get this
I
man
know
a
what's
job.
going on.
Hey, so I'm going to play one more song,
Yeah.
and then we're going to talk about your business endeavors and what you're involved with and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you choose. Again, there's 8 songs that's on the project, Moth to a Flame. It's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure that you support my brother. You know what I mean? It's good music, quality music. It is at that particular level as far as the sound quality is concerned. And, you know, I'm 100% behind it. I believe in it. I believe in you. And I want all of my listeners and watchers to do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's real easy to support. It's free. You're already paying for a service most of the time. And guess what? It's on YouTube if you can't afford the service at this particular time. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no excuse on why you can't hear it. Again, make sure that you check out Moth to a Flame. I want you to pick the last song and tell us a little bit about this last song.
Oh,
I got a list right here.
Let me see.
I got a list right here.
You know what? There's some good ones on there, man. There's some good ones on there.
So I'm going to pick for you. Look at this.
Go ahead.
The reason why I'm going to pick for you, because it's going to seg into the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is business. You feel what I'm saying? So Mogul.
Yeah.
What's the whole concept behind Mogul? What made you do that particular song?
Man, that's the grown man version. You know what I'm saying? That's that's man, the finish line. That's the product when it's done. Like, to be a mogul, man, is to be a great, to be an elite, to be a leader, to be strong, you know what I mean, strength. So, you know, there's so much that ties in with Mogul, and I feel like a lot of those elements, you know, make King Styles who I am. So, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a good depiction of, you know, where I'm at right now in life as a person, as an artist, as a businessman.
Kind of your thinking process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like kind of an introduction to my business mind in a sense, right?
And I mean, like, all of them, my favorite, you know, even favorite is a good one. All of them, you know, we gonna get it to the world. Y'all gonna hear it for sure. But Mogul is definitely, you know, King Styles, man.
And any of the tracks that you don't hear, remember, there's additional tracks that's on there. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you because I want you to listen to the rest of it. You know what I mean? But we are going to play Mogul. Mogul. How do you say it? I always mess it. Mogul.
Mogul, yes, sir.
I was on my Twitch on Independence Day
moguls,
screwing that up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say this.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get into it. Introduce the song for me, brother.
Man, this right here is titled Mogul by King Styles, you know. Let's get it.
Pepper on the beat.
So King Styles, what defines greatness to you?
Bob Marley once said, the greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. See, in order to activate your greatness and your gift, the gift must first be refined. See, because a gift can never be learned, you know, and until you discover your gift, you'll never hold value. See, because believing in yourself and your abilities is essential to making things happen in order for you to be great. Being great is not about ego. Being great is not about selfishness. See, the path to greatness consists of having a strong and genuine desire, a purpose, and also having good company along the way. People who will help you endure as you walk through life for greatness. It isn't a one-time effort. It's a lifelong habit. Just know this. Your gift is the source of your significance. Got the mind of a mogul, got the heart of a leader, got the vision of proving my sermons is like the preachers. LeBron on the floor, you watching from in the bleachers. Endurance like a cheetah, I'm dripping like Aquafina. Back to back, the twin beamers, backwoods full of ether, this reefer can cause a seizure. Freshman in the year, but respected like the seniors. Used to be the class clown, but now running like a teacher. Gentleman of leisure, my bitch an exotic creature. 5,000 square feet, palace look like the Caesars. Lift the doors up on the 8th to expose the features. 5-star everything, they charge it to the visa. I remember days when I couldn't afford a pizza. Now I'm on these yachts, toasting with margaritas. Take on any opponent, niggas wanna defeat us. Success in the making and greatness is what you seeing.
Don't get it confused, don't judge me on rap standards. Don't put me on rapper time. Cause you know, cause my life ain't just a rapper life. My history, my background ain't a rapper background. So you gotta judge me on as a man.
Do you know that you're different? Like, you know that it's not the same as everyone else.
That's the goal.
I'ma get it, I deserve it, I'm trying to fulfill my purpose. Without a sense of direction, having foreigns is worthless. Grind perfect, come from a cloth you couldn't purchase. If everybody real, then real niggas should be nervous. I'm a different type of nigga with a different type of purpose. I'm the winner in the prize, so ain't no need for the splurging. On point like a surgeon, fresher than some detergent. Dedicated to the grind, till my dreams come to surface. Verses tighter than virgins, I'm giving the rawest version. When you destined for greatness, the game will throw a diversion. Time is of the essence, so pardon me, this is urgent. I'm all in on every bet, like the win was for certain. When the pressure start to rise and make you a different person, I had to open my eyes in order to see the serpent. From the marathon to greatness, they feel like I don't deserve it. The elevation's amazing, this victory feel perfect.
You gotta do anything you do with love, but you shouldn't do it, or it's gonna come across like it ain't no cross. If you cook some food and it ain't no love, then it's not gonna taste the same. If you covering a culture, and you don't got love for that culture, you know you're not native to that culture. You don't have the understanding of what, you know, the qualities and values of that culture is. You don't got no right, you don't have an opinion about it.
King Styles, available on Moth to a Flame. That's available on all streaming platforms right now. Go get it. King Styles.
Yes, sir.
The Las Vegas hip hop scene is really bubbling right now in the sense of talent, in the sense of videos, in the sense of really starting to come together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good to see artists working with each other and really trying to make sure that I got the little notice that the content matched. See, that mean you made it when Facebook starts saying that your music.
Yeah, somebody stealing. That's
you know
dope
what I mean?
right there.
So
I like that.
That's good. We're not gonna end our stream here, but yeah, it's funny because I talk with E all the time. She's like, it's hard to play DoWrong's project. Especially on the Morning Wood, because they cut us off all the time. You know what I mean?
Straight
I
up.
said, shoot, you made it now. So we're talking about the Las Vegas hip hop scene. You know, Code 7 does a lot. You know, shout out to Skinny and shout out to Tizzle. They did a reaction to your video.
Yeah.
Keep It On Me, right?
Yes, sir. Shout out Code 7.
They're really putting it down for the city, and I've got some things coming in the works with Skinny, which is gonna be dope, and just seeing where everybody's at. Who are some of your favorite artists in Las Vegas putting it down right now? Putting you on the spot.
Right now, probably little bro, Spank Rock, Manny Rock, D Cross always been doing this thing. I don't really listen to too many, I got a few that I tap in with and stuff like that, but just for the most part, those that I'm familiar with, Spank and Maniac always dropping some heat,
You know what's crazy is I didn't even know Yak, his name was Maniac.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at first.
Yeah,
so
man.
I did a feature on a showcase on my Independence Day show with him, and he got a song called Outside.
Yeah.
And that song, he's spitting on that.
Yak, that's little bro, man. Forever family business.
Yeah, Yak got spitters, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
My brother Jove Jove.
See, now, I see when it comes to local artists, it's like, we got our own little, us. We have a coalition, so it's like I wouldn't even, put Jovi in a title of, these local, like, he's not local. That's like my brother, so you know what I mean. Right. But yeah, Joe, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother realm of itself.
So what's gonna be dope is, and it's gonna come to fruition soon, but there's gonna be a Styles and Jovi project that comes together. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be dope. If there's a couple tracks that's on the project, and we've got way more songs with them too.
For sure.
But the chemistry that you guys have is definitely dope. If you had an opportunity to work with some of, I don't know if you know these new artists that's out here.
Yeah.
I'm learning more and more about these artists, and some of these guys aren't new. They're just new to me. You know what I mean? So what would be some artists that you'd like to collaborate with and do some shit with?
Locally or just in general?
Locally.
I definitely want to get with Goliath, man. I want to get with Goliath and probably work on something. He nice.
Yep.
Tweez, man. I grew up with Tweez.
Yeah.
I went to school with Tweez, middle school, high school, etc., all that. And Tweez is in a nice little bag right now.
He's doing his thing.
He in a nice little bag. But I mean, for the most part, I mean,
I'm a connector.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I'm good at is connecting people. And one of the things that I want to make sure that I get with you is get you with some of these other artists like a Trey Bizzle. Trey Bizzle is dope.
Trey Bizzle, now I heard some of his work.
Yeah, Trey Bizzle's dope. You got Babe Blue, you know what I mean? You got a bunch of different cats that's really doing their thing. Landlord just came out with a new project.
Like, you know what? Me and Landlord got something too. Me and Landlord got some heat we did a while back. We never released it, but Landlord, he always doing his thing, though, you know?
Shout out to Landlord.
Absolutely.
Let's talk real quick about some business ventures that you have going on. So I know that you promote different things out here in the sense to where on Valentine's Day, you did a dope-ass dinner. Me and my wife will forever remember that going down as one of the brightest moments of, you know, us being able to get away from the kids and go have a good, you know, good time together. And, you know, I got to DJ that. The food, people were dressed up. I mean, it was in a mansion. I mean, it was dope. You brought Junebug out here, you know, the dude with the dances and stuff like that. You brought you brought him out here. You brought him out here, and you know, that event was another successful event. What type of events do you have coming up? If you do have anything coming up, like what business-wise? I see your shirt. I see your tattoo on your tattoo here. It says Trap Kitchen. The shirt says Trap Private Reserve. Can you give us a little bit about your business endeavors before we go?
So, I mean, you know, with the events, I've been an event coordinator now forever. Yeah, I mean, I was throwing parties in garages. So, I mean, you know, I just gradually grew with that, you know. And then as I grew, the objective grew, you know what I mean? So I'm always trying to provide a vibe, you know, something upscale, something echelon. So I definitely got some big events coming. You know, the food, man, the food is, everybody wants to eat, you know, and fortunately for me, you know, I have probably one of the best chefs, you know, in the city, probably in the country, man, on my team, you know, hands-on with. So we definitely going to bring some more of that. I got a secret event coming up real soon, too.
Make sure you DM him. What's your social media?
Yeah, oh, man, King _ 3 times _ Styles _ you know what I mean? So it'll be right. It'll be blasted out and stuff like that. I'm working on something. Once I secure the details for that, I'm gonna be bringing another dope event to the city. You know, shooting for 4th of July weekend. So,
and anybody who's been to one of your events knows that you make sure that the people that are there have a good time.
Yeah.
That it's classy.
Yeah.
And nobody.
We gonna smoke and eat.
Yeah, smoke and eat. You know
right.
what I mean? And it's a good environment. It makes you feel like you're at home. You know what I mean? Like it's a family type affair.
Absolutely.
Even if it isn't family, so to say. You feel what I'm saying? What do you have to share with everybody? What do you want them to know about you before we get out of here?
So my next big project, you know, is the Trap Private Reserve. You know, Trap Kitchen is owned by my cousin and, you know, an extended family member. You know, shout out to Spank, shout out to News. You know, and literally it started off as an idea. It ended up being something that went global. You know, when I say global, I say that in the literal aspect, you know, starting off cooking, you know, just in the neighborhood for everybody to cooking for some of the biggest names in
the world.
Anything, you know what I mean? You know, Trap Kitchen Japan is coming soon. So with the Trap Private Reserve, it's a spinoff, you know, for the 420 friendly crowd. You know, it's actually a cultivation and a brand in itself. You know, a spinoff of the Trap Kitchen will be, you know, coming to a city near you real soon. We're launching in Las Vegas real soon. So, you know, I'm real hands-on with these big projects. You know, if you know me, you know I'm always trying to top my last play.
Straight up.
And with this one, this was like, oh, man, like the dinosaur move, you know what I mean? To finally see something through that'll be, you know, through the city, through the world, etc. So that's the one that I'm really leaning on right now, you know, and then I always got miscellaneous ventures going. But the Trap Private Reserve, Las Vegas, will be launching in 2021. And anybody who knows about Trap Kitchen, then you know, man, we always do it big. So
yes, sir.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Man, I appreciate you coming and spending time with me today,
absolutely,
brother.
Absolutely.
As I try to break my neck shaking your hand. You know, make sure that you go stream and download the Moth to a Flame, Moth to a Flame from King Styles. It's available on all streaming platforms. If you don't have one of those, go to YouTube. There's other videos that's on there. You can check out King Styles. Make sure you check out Trap Kitchen. Make sure that you stay dialed in.
Stay dialed in
with my man. Hot7025fm.com. I'm DJ DoWrong. This is King Styles. Thank you for letting us be in your life today.
Yes, sir.
And having a little HotLyte with you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We're out of here.
Cheers.
Deuces.